Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our another session of Office Hours. Um, Thank you for being here with us. On today's agenda, we have mood boards. So we will be talking about mood boards. Some interior designers, they're very keen on mood boards and they always create mood boards before they start creating projects or with the project just to showcase the choice of furniture sometimes, the choice of textures and colors that they will be using. Some are not so keen, but I personally love mood boards. I think with the mood board, you can really show what idea you have for the space. Like, before you go into design, I think mood boards are a really good start point after we're having a brief with our clients and we know approximately what they want. They like I will maybe tell you how my workflow is working and how I like to work. So first of all, I will have a meeting um, with the clients, and then I will have a brief with them. So like we will talk like um what room would they like to change, and if they have any style in mind, if they have any colors in mind or textures. Um Mostly they know what they want, or like they have some idea of what they want. So then I will ask them to send me some inspirations. That might be images from Pinterest, from Google, and any photos maybe that they did in a store of like some products and things like that. And then I will prepare mood boards. So the mood boards will be the first thing that I'll do, and I will choose some textures. I will choose furnitures, and I will do either one, two or three mood boards where like I will mix furnitures with the textures, or I will do separate ones. So I will do a mood board with furniture and like maybe some images with like inspirations just to show them what I have in mind, or and then
Other
I will do
materials
texture
to work
textures and
nice
materials
with the
mood board. So for example, there will be like texture samples like tiles, flooring, maybe like some materials that I want to use, like for example brass or brushed gold or chrome. I can add some inspiration photos, and then I can show them the mood boards, and when they're happy with the choice, then we can actually go and start creating a full space, taking into consideration the textures, the colors, and maybe like furniture pieces that they liked. So when it comes to creating mood boards, what we will have to start with, I think, is to focus on what kind of mood board are we creating. First of all, a room. So let's say that it will be a living room mood board, and then you have to decide if you want to do separate mood boards for showcasing, like let's say a visual mood board for like a full room. So as we have something like we have on the image here. So that will be, like pieces of furniture, maybe greenery, lamps, rug, etc. And if we would like to add some textures together, or if we will do separate mood board for our textures. When it comes to selecting products and materials, then before we start creating mood boards, we have to have an idea what we would like to create in the space and what we would like the space to look like. So before I start, I usually use images. So like I will upload an images that I want for my mood board. We also can get mood board get products from the catalog that we have on the mood boards, and I'll show you how to do that. But if not, then we can upload our own. And when I have my images ready, then I will start creating mood board. Now, when it goes to organized presentation, so yeah, that will be pretty much the same as I started to say. So like get your images in place. If like, if you know that there are some that you have to use, like for example, textures that your clients chosen or you've chosen for them. So we are first uploading images and getting them ready. We have to have in mind that they have to match the style that we're going for. They have to match and work with each other. So for example, no clashing colors. If we're using dark wood, then just to lighten it up, lighter textures. If we're using marble, then we might use some kind of wood or other materials to work nice with the marble. And we would like the mood board to be nice and clean. And I think I personally go more for like a simple look, not I don't know, 20 images on the mood board. I would rather to create 2 or 3 different mood boards, but more in, like a simple style. So maybe we'll go to the mood boards and I will, continue over there. So if you go to Neo, I already switched to my mood boards. And as you can see from here, we can create mood boards from scratch. We can access our own projects, but we can also, for example, choose templates. So here we have some templates. You can go by style. You can go by room. So here we have some living room templates, and you can choose these templates. So like, let's say that we will, yeah, for example, in this one, okay, let's say that we'll use this one because here we have some materials and we have like images of furnitures, etc. So we can start with this example, for example. We will let it load. Hopefully it will load. So we have different ones here as well. So like, for example, this one as well, you have some textures and colors that you would like to use in a space. And then just a very simple mood board with a sofa, chair, light, and a piece of greenery, just to really showcase what you're going for, what you have in mind for the space. Here we have it's a different style mood board, but again, simple, not too busy. If you like something like this one, for example, then of course you can go for it. Like for me, that's a bit too much with the background. Like I would prefer to use paint swatches on the side, but everyone has a different style. So if you want to go for something bold, or if you think that that will speak more to your clients, then you're free to do so. So let's talk about this mood board for a minute. So here we have an image of a space. So let's say that your clients want to go for Japandi, but in lighter colors, not very like more wabi-sabi and dark colors, but more light. Modern Japandi. So we have an image with an inspiration. This is actually interior made with Neo. So like you can do that as well, but you can get any image from a website and use it. So now there's a chair added that that we want to use in a space, some greenery, and then we have cushions. So showcase of some textures that we would like to introduce within the interior. Japandi, that's all natural. So we have a linen here, we have a cane furnitures, we have wood paneling, and here we have our color palette, we have wood surfaces. So you have, sorry, you have everything together on the mood board, but as you can see, it's very clear. You can really see the space coming together from that mood board. So that's a very good example of how we want the mood board to look like. Now we can start creating mood board, and I will show you how to use items from the catalog and how you can upload your own items. As you can see, we can also create a shopping list out of the mood board, and this is our total price here. So if we will go for shopping list, then you can see all the items that were used to create that space. We have prices, we have links, so your clients can simply click on the link and buy the item that you've chosen for them from the mood board. Now we have a client settings here, so you're able to choose if everything is visible for your clients. So for example, we can hide quantity, we can hide description, we can hide the price, and we can hide the shopping link. So, like if you need all of it for your items, then you can leave it. If you don't need, let's say, description, then we don't have any description. And so you can choose what you want, what you don't want. Okay, now we're going into Neo, and we will click on create new mood board. So let's say that will be, let's say, modern organic living room. Now you choose a size. We have few sizes to choose from, and we click on start now, and our mood board will open in a separate tab or in the same tab. That's just up to the settings that you have on your device. So now we have clear mood board. We can choose a color for our mood board. So if you want any background, then you can simply add a background. If you want to leave it like a plain white, you can leave it. I might just do it like a bit of an off white. Now here is the catalog. So we can go into the catalog. We have, sorry. You can bookmark some items as well. And here we have all the categories that we have in the catalog. Here we have some categories as well. And you can simply type in what you're looking for. So like sofa or chair, etc. If you want to add any items from our catalog, then you simply click to add. So we just click, and now that item, that product is added into our mood board. You can move it around, you can rotate it. We can remove the background, so you can either do it from here, or you can click on the three dots and remove the background. So now you will have only the sofa. You won't have anything in the background. Now you can move it. You can also resize it, rotate it, flip it. If we will have like corner sofa, then you can simply flip it. If you don't like the image now, especially when we remove the background, if you like, don't like it, then we can simply delete it and just look for something else. So as soon as you will add an item on your mood board from the catalog, then it will automatically go into your shopping list. So you will have it a total price, and then when you go to your shopping list, then you will have informations about that product. Some of them have description, some of them don't have description. So yes, you can click and you can edit your product. So if you want to add any description, you're free to do so, and then you can update it and you will have your description as well. So that's from the catalog. You simply click to add, and that's how you work with it. Now I will show you how you can add your own furniture or textures to the mood board. So we can do it in two ways. We can either go to catalog and now click on add furniture, click on upload now. The file needs to be in JPG or PNG file format, and we can choose any items that we want to use in our mood board. So let's say that we'll take this one. And now if you will click on open, you have to give all the details about the item. So we need to enter the item title, so the name of the item, then the vendor name, and vendor's link. So you can simply copy the link, price, and you can add a description. If you don't need anything like any information, and you don't need to create a shopping list out of your products, then you can simply go to my uploads and upload image from here. If you upload image from here, then you can choose, let's say, this image. And now you can simply upload it without giving any information. You can do that at a later stage if you still have to. So now we have our product that we uploaded. So we simply click to add. And now if you still want to add information about the product, link and I don't know, description, then you can simply go to edit, and now you're still able to do that. But not always recreating shopping list out of the mood board. So the mood boards with the shopping list, they are useful at the end of the project. So when you have your project ready and your clients agreed to everything, then from that project you can create mood board with the shopping list. When you create in mood board at first, after the brief, before you start creating the project, you don't need a shopping list, so you can simply add images without any description. Now we can still remove the background if we want to, and we can add image with, for example, like an inspiration with the space. So we have a chair here. We can upload some more images. Just let me change. Sorry, I came slightly late and could not understand how you opened the mood board and if you can add this furniture to an already designed living room, for example. Yes, so to open a mood board, you go to Neo, and in the top right corner, you have switch to mood board. So we simply click on switch to mood board, and now you're on the mood board. If you're not adding products into already designed living room. So if you want to use already designed living room, like the image of that living room, then you have to upload it as I uploaded the other items a few minutes ago. So you will just upload, for example, image of the finished space, and then you will add it as you will add any other product. And then, you can start adding the rest of the products. So just let me I'll just try to change. When I was uploading them, I didn't notice. And you have to remember that they have to be in JPEG or, okay, so let's actually do JPEG just to We'll see if that will actually work. It should, so.
Magda, your screen is stuck. Can you please reshare it?
Yes, I will. Just give me a second. Okay, can you see my screen now? You should be able to.
Yes, it's visible now.
Yeah, perfect. So we will go to upload and we will just upload something else. So for example, we can go with the mood board and we can have like a piece of furniture and then like we can add an image of that piece of furniture when it is styled in the space. So we will click to add it. You can resize it. Again, we can remove the background. And now let's say that we can add an image when it is styled and we can like, put it next to it. So like you don't have to only use like a single items. I think if you will add like images with, let's say, finished space, for example, then it might look a bit more interesting on the mood board, and that might add, more clearer idea to your clients, how that item might look in a space, or how what idea you might have to, for example, styled it in a space. So now with the images, you can bring them forward or send them backward. So when we have more than one image and they are on top of each other, then we can simply choose whether they go in the front or in the back. So we simply add in piece by piece. Now we have some elements that you can use. So like by any reason, if you need any of frames or arrows, borders, then you can use them. Then we also have text. So you can add the title of your mood board. So we just click on the font that we would like to use. Now we can move it and simply edit it and type in a name of your mood board. Now we can move it. You can also add different text if you need to, I don't know, label anything, or maybe like, add something, whatever you want, then you can add more text as well. Then we have a color wizard. That's a nice one as well, because here you can either choose a color palette or you can create your own color palettes for your mood board. So if I go to create my own color palette, then you simply click on the plus and you choose in your colors. So we click, I do recommend to choose 4 colors instead of 5, because then we have like swatches that you can choose, and most of them has 4 swatches. So yeah, so like, if you're okay with 4 colors, then go with 4 colors and you will have more choice later on. So we just simply click on the plus. Now you can choose the hues. And now you can start adding colors. Now again, plus, you can go for slightly, let's say, darker. Okay, and now when we you can, now when you're done, we can click on add to canvas, and now you can choose the design element. So that's what I was saying about the swatches. So most of them, it's, you know, 4, like this one is 5, for example. This one is only 3. So like you can't add more colors. So you just have to choose the swatch that that, you know, how many colors you want to actually use. So let's say that we can add this one. So we just simply add it to canvas. Again, we can resize it and put it wherever we want to put it. And either bring it forward or put it backwards. So let me
Magda,
go
where
to,
was that? Sorry, I missed it.
yeah.
The color palette.
Oh, the palette. So we will go to color wizard. Here you can create your own. You can either choose any palettes that we have here, or you can create your own. So we just click on create my own palette. Now you will choose the colors first. And now when you will click on add to canvas, then you can choose the design element. And when you will choose it, then you will add it onto your Canva, and you can simply resize it.
Thank you. That's
Here is
great.
the text. No, that's no worries. Here is the text if someone missed that. So we can add text as well. And some elements, if you ever need them, there is loads of them to choose from here as well. Now let me go to some of the finished mood boards, and then we can talk a bit about material mood boards, and I will show you some examples of how you can create material mood boards different than this one. So like this one is a mood board that I've created for a kitchen. So the idea was for a bright kitchen with natural materials, marble worktop, and like a nice oak wooden floors. So we have a light, we have a tap to showcase selection of materials. So it's like a brushed gold. And then I just gave it a title and swatches just to showcase the palette of colors that we will be using. So as you can see, that's very simple. You can clearly see the materials that we want to use and the colors that we want to use. So that's one example. Then we have this one here. So this is a modern farmhouse living room. So here we have more products and few inspirations with the modern farmhouse living rooms, lights, swatches, some pieces of furniture, and like, you know, just to showcase an idea what we would like to use in the space and what we would like to, what we would like the space to look like. So as you can see, like you don't have to put loads, you know, even if you have some blank spots, it still, you know, looks nice and clean. But again, it all depends on what, you know, what effect are you going for. So, you know, you don't have to have that in mind. Like this one, that's a very minimalistic. With this one, I've created a shopping list, so we can go to the shopping list and we have all the information that we need with the prices. And now when my clients, they want to, let's say, shop for that marble coffee, table, then they can click on shop now, and they will be taken into the website where they can automatically buy that product. Okay, now I will show you a few ideas of mood boards that I like personally, and then we can go through some professional mood boards, and I can talk about how they're created, etc. So just let me share. Okay, I'll just go quickly through some questions. Okay, so we have some screen is messed up. Okay, so does anyone know if Foyr works on an iPad or Samsung tablet? Well, Foyr works on an iPad, as far as I know. So yes, so you should be able to use it on an iPad. Okay, so now I will share a different screen. So just bear with me for a second. Okay, I don't know if I can share my full screen. Okay, yeah. Okay, hopefully you can all see my screen. So I have few material mood boards. So the one that I did was like, very clean, very simple. But like this one, for example, it has more materials, but it's still like, it's like, even though there's loads, it doesn't look too busy. So as you can see, it's really nice and cohesive. So here, what was used was natural materials like travertine and marble, green colors. So like we have some like a natural aspect there as well. So that's one example that I wanted to show you. Then that's another example, a bit cleaner. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. But again, like, we have some texture samples and we have material samples. So like you don't have to only use simple images. That's like, just what I wanted to say. Like you can create like material and texture mood boards. They can be very aesthetic, very interesting. Like, they don't have to be boring at all. I think I have. Okay, that's another example. So this one is very me, I would say. Very clean. But as you can see, like we have some other items here, and like, that makes it look way more interesting. Yeah, so that's another example for creating material and texture mood boards. And now I have some like a mood board ideas. So for example, we have this one, that's a Japandi. Again, mood board, but totally different. And again, in here, we have an image of the space. So like idea of like, how we want the space approximately to look like. So just as an idea. And then we have pieces that will help us to create a space like that. We have some swatches, like, for the swatches, we can either choose the swatches that we have, or you can take an image from a website or create it in other software and then just upload it into Foyr and like, choose different swatches as well. We have a light, we have some textures here as well that we would like to use. So like you can mix all of that and still have like a really nice and clean mood boards. That's another example, like, totally different style. But again, we have an image of the space, and then based on that image, we have our material mood board. So that's another example how we can create mood boards for them to be clean, interesting, cohesive, and really like, showcase what we would like to achieve in the space. So, okay, now let me share. We will go back here. And we will go to some mood boards. Okay, you can see my screen. So like now we will talk more about already made mood boards and just some ideas of how you can create your mood boards. So for example, this one here. Yeah, so like you can add different background and then put like we not always have to put rug under the sofa. Like when I'm usually creating mood boards, like I will do that. But like, here, for example, the rug is on the side, then we have like a side or a coffee table. So like, you can mix it around, but then you can see each product clearly. Like we don't want to put products on top of each other. So like we always have to try to make all products visible. Like for example, this mood board, like this one is, in my opinion, a bit too busy. So like, we can see the idea, but it's just like, when you look at it, there's like too many items. We have one side table, second side table, then we have nest of tables. And like, so I think it's better to go with one and like, put it somewhere that it's like a more visible. And then like, I think we will have better idea of what we want to put where. So like I wouldn't go this way. It's just like, a bit too much. I think for the mood boards, as for anything else, I think less is more. So, like we don't have to put everything in one space. If you have, for example, like two maybe different ideas for the space or two different color palettes, just create two separate mood boards. Don't put it all on one mood board. So this one, in my opinion, is a bit too busy. Then we have this one. Some of the items, they're like, not too clear to see. So for example, like this sideboard is a bit like, too small, not as visible. So that will be a no for me as well. Like this one is more something that like, that I would go for. So like we have some, like in here, as you can see, we have like a three different sections, but they just like, really work nice together. So it's basically like a dining corner, then we have like a living corner, but like, it's just not messy. It's nice and clean. So that's another idea how we can create our mood boards. So yeah, we're like, we're not putting everything that we want to use. So choose few items. Like here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 larger ones. Then we have a photo of a space, and then we have like you can add 2 or 3 smaller items. And I think that's really enough. Like you're able to show what would you like to do with the space with 5, 6, 7 items, and some of them bigger, some of them smaller. So like, just not try not to overdo it, because then you can actually lose the idea of the space itself when you just start adding more and more products into the mood board. Then it will just get too busy, too messy, and you will just lose whatever you just wanted to achieve on that mood board. So I will go back into our mood boards. And if you have now any questions or like, anything that you want to ask, then ask away. Or maybe if you had any problems with the mood boards or like, still don't know how to create them, then I will try to answer your questions.
I have a question. Like this image right here, you brought in every like the doors, the cabinet doors
Yes,
and all that, right?
yes, yes. Yeah, so I saved
You
them.
had to upload it. You had to upload
Yes.
everything.
Yes, yeah, I had to. Yeah. Like it when you have them ready in a folder, then it's just a couple of minutes to upload them all, especially when you're not adding any information. So like this one, like I didn't need to create a shopping list out of it. So I just uploaded images and then just like created a mood board out of it. Like if you have to add information about the products that like that might take longer. Yeah, but if you don't need to, then that's simply uploading images. Like you're free to use the templates that we have here and like and work with them if they work for you. So like if you need something quick or you're actually working on a similar space or like just to, let's say that you have this monochrome bathroom and like you can delete some items and just like add 2 or 3 different items and you're basically done. So like you don't have to do it from scratch. But I think mood boards, they are they might be like a lot of fun if if you like creating them. And in Foyr, they're just so easy to create because you either take items from a catalog or you upload your own. You can also go to, for example, if you have your space finished, and let's say that you would like to choose items from that space, then just group them. Then let's say that we'll go to that chair here, and we would like to use it in the in our mood board. Then we can find it. If we don't have it in a short list, then we can just paste the link here. And now you can go on the image, click, and you can save the image and simply upload it and add it into your mood board. So you're able to use the same items that you used on your project. The same, you can create a render of the space, and then you can put that image, that render on your mood board and then create a mood board around it. If like if you're creating mood board for your finished space, then you're like you're able to do it that way as well. No questions?
Can you show again how you just got that chair into that?
Yeah. So if you're on your project and for example you didn't save your items and you want to like you can't find them, then you can either in 2D or 3D you click on that product, you go to edit, you go to information on the right, and now you just simply copy the link. So you just click on that link, go to catalog, and you just paste that link here, and the first item, that will be the item that you're looking for. And now you can simply click and add it into your shortlist so you don't have to search for it at a later stage. But yeah, but you can find any item that you're using in your project by clicking on it, going to edit and information, and just simply copy the link. If we don't have any questions about the mood boards, then I think we can wrap it up, and I'll see you all. Well, I can hear you all next week on another session of office hours. Thanks for being here. And have a lovely day, all. Thanks, Catherine. Take care, everyone.